everyone. In today's practicing video, I'm finally going to move on. I'm going to work at bars 8 through 13 and just see where that goes. What I'm going to do again first is I'm just going to play them through just to see where I stand and to give myself some material to work with. So here we go. Okay, there we go. I don't know it by memory. That's as far as I got. Let's do this again. I've got the music up here, but I try not to look at it too much because I need to memorize it. I will memorize it. The amount of practicing this kind of piece takes me, I've memorized it 6 times over. It's just unbelievably fresh, and it would be nice to practice the correct notes. So let's do this again. Okay, notice that I went into bar 14 because going from here, then hitting the 4th finger E, and then the A on the D string, that's quite hard and it's an important bit. So what I do is I just hang it on the end and hope that that helps. It really is an unbelievable piece. I love this piece. I've been wanting to play it for so many years. I wish I could already play it, but, well, lots of slog and hard work needed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do it slowly for sound and intonation. Again, I have to concentrate a lot on the bass notes, on the lowest notes that I'm playing. They have to have plenty of resonance because otherwise the whole thing just won't sound. Okay, we've got some construction work going on outside there. Doesn't matter, I'm a lot louder than they are. Oh, damn, that's hard to get. And that out of tune F sharp of that truck outside also does not help. Now we have the melody in the bass and chords above, and it's not that easy to bring it out. For a while I was considering perhaps going the trouble is I don't like doing the chords from top down. I don't like it. Sounds a bit like a donkey, ee-oh, ee-oh. I don't like that very much. So if I can avoid it, I try to avoid it, which means that I really have to make sure that the bass notes have a lot of resonance, and I also have to continue hearing them in my head while my bow moves over to the higher strings. That sounds a bit strange, but that actually does work because what I'm doing is creating an illusion. That's what one does when one reaches the limits of one's instrument. This is not going to work out now, but I have to start working at that. Damn, that's hard. intonation. Okay, one of the things I find very hard when practicing is not to just practice purely technically. Sure, of course, probably 90% of my focus is on just simply hitting the notes because there's lots of them and I can't play this piece yet. But the trouble is, if I practice too far away from the music, that gets too hard to put it together. I can't practice purely technically for months and months and then hope to play music. That's not going to work. The music has to be there right from the beginning. So let's see how that goes. Out of tune, let's do that again. That's hard. I must make sure not to put too much weight on the high strings, that won't sound so much. And also not to have too much vertical weight on the string, but think of more of horizontal weight because that improves the resonance a lot. Again. Again, but then I'm going to have to move on because otherwise I'm practicing stopping again, and I saw where that got me last time. Okay, I actually forgot about not putting too much weight on the upper strings because I was so concentrating on the intonation, which was not working out, and I had to remind myself not to go over a bit too often, but to move on so that I don't practice stopping. So let's do all of that again. lot of very small notes and decoration trills in here. It's important that they are very clear. So when I'm practicing at this stage, this kind of tempo, I like exaggerating them because otherwise they just get lost. Okay, I'll do that again. What I was talking about before, of not putting too much weight on the high strings, that's particularly important in chords. When I've got a chord like this, what I don't want is, that won't sound. I want the weight on the lower strings, and I want more space under the bow, more air under the bow, and more of a speed of bow on the higher strings, so that I have. The other was, that doesn't sound, but let's see if it works out now. Is a more full sound, and it's also a nicer sound. So I'm going to do this one more time, trying to concentrate on that and hoping that the intonation is not too dreadful. Okay, I'm just going to go through it really slowly one more time so that I finish with a more or less correct intonation, and that'll be it then. The one thing which is really great about Ysaye, that it also sounds nice when we practice it that slowly. So it's actually just as much fun, more in a way, because you have more time. So that's the one thing that Ysaye and Bach have in common. No matter what speed you're doing it, it always is wonderful music. What I did notice while I was doing this now is that sometimes my vibrato is not quite free yet. One of the main reasons for that is that I haven't mastered the chords yet, and until I've mastered them, the vibrato won't be free. But next time I practice that, I'll have to watch out for that a little bit, because it doesn't help if it's stiff, so I need to have to free my hands. Okay, that's it for today. Wish I had more time to practice, and see you guys next time. Bye.